Hello, Lindsay Price here, resident playwright for Theater Folk. So usually I'm doing these Facebook Live things. Thank you for having this face in your feed. I apologize, but there you go. Usually it's Wednesdays and Fridays. But this week I am working at a school all week doing new play workshops. I've been writing for over 20 years and I'm getting into a process that is always the same when I'm in the middle of something, a piece. There's no such thing as silent reading in plays. I got to go into a school and hand it over to students and kind of go, okay, what do you think? Hey, go turn this into a scene, and just to kind of see what they think of the characters and how the dialogue comes out of their mouth. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. If you're trying something new, you know, it's always a fascinating, wonderful experience. And so, as you can see, I am not in my regular space. And yesterday, Facebook Live didn't happen, and tomorrow Facebook Live is not going to happen. So I'm splitting the difference, and I am doing it here Thursday morning because, one, I want to make sure that if you are not on our mailing list and you like a free plays, the only way to participate in Theater Folks Free Play Sunday, we do a free play giveaway at the end of every month. We are coming up to the last Sunday in October, so that means if you are on our mailing list, you will get an email with a free play in it, with a PDF. But as I said, the only way that you can participate in this is if you are on our mailing list. Click the link, sign up, get on our list. Oh, that was weird. It's morning. What do you want? You know, if you teach theater, if you're a drama educator, whether you're in the classroom or you're doing it wherever you will do it, being on our list is great. We're telling you about podcasts that we're doing that is going to be relevant to you. We're telling you about blog posts that we're doing that's relevant to you. It's where we feature a drama teacher spotlight. It's where we tell you something silly about us. Like, here, this is exactly the kind of thing that might happen on our newsletter. This is one of my niece's toys. We call it Creepy Sleepy Baby. I'm just going to put it back over here. So get on the list. And what is the free play that's going to be this month? Well, I'm going to tell you about 3 plays, one of which is on the list, which is the free play for Sunday. So the first play I'm going to tell you about is Epic Adventures in a Rinky-Dink Art Museum. And I think if you're looking for a competition piece that has traditional storytelling and really interesting teen characters, I think that this one, and something that's got heart to it, you know, something that's got a real hominess is not a criticism. It's a real, there's a real tone to this play, which I think is just which is just lovely. Epic Adventures in a Rinky-Dink Art Museum. Who says art is boring? Especially when there's romance and mystery in the air. A group of high school students reluctantly visit a small town art museum to complete a creative writing project, but there's more to the eye than a couple of paintings. There's the legend of Vanishing Valerie, the obsession of love-struck Caitlin, the mystery of why Duncan would try to eat a clay apple. We all know that boy, don't you? Don't you know that boy who would try and eat clay? And who is the woman wearing the not-so-great disguise? Though the art saw it all, remains on the wall, silently hiding the truth. Character. It's a character-driven comedy. And I love it. And I'm just coming over here. Very cool. Okay, so, at Rise, Higgins, the security guard, stands left. His security guard uniform is a little tattered and undersized, as if he's worn it for too many years. He glances right as the lady enters. She wears a simple dress and glasses and sports a hairstyle that seems a little unkempt. The lady stops suddenly as she sees Higgins. They stare wordlessly. After a beat, they both smile. Just as Higgins resolves to approach her, there is a noise off left. The lady looks back nervously and crosses to view paintings on the upstage wall. Higgins sighs and crosses right. Miss Bell enters, stopping as her students file past her and into the museum. This way, everyone. Please stick together until we review the assignment. Higgins, as if he said these words too many times. Good morning. Welcome to the Briggs Gallery. I hope you're all looking forward to a rewarding visit. Caleb, the closest to Higgins, flashes a look of disinterest and crosses back towards the entrance. Seth, Caleb can hardly contain his excitement. Higgins, if you could all wait here for just a moment, I'll let our curator, Mr. Briggs, know that you've arrived. Duncan, is there anything worse than taking a field trip to an art museum? Seth, taking a job at an art museum? Duncan, this is a creative writing class. I don't know why we have to look at art. You need to get inspiration. I can't wait to look around. Duncan, why don't they have a place that displays things people wrote? Miss Bell, they do, dear. It's called the library. All right, so that is Epic Adventures in a rinky-dink art museum. Lots of great characters. Caleb, the silent and brooding classmate. Caitlin, a lover of literature with a hopeless crush on a silent and brooding classmate. Silent, brooding classmate. Monique, free-spirited, artistic, and the only student who truly embraces the trip. Irene, the class comedian who jokes, while certainly sarcastic, are never mean-spirited. Jenna, a bored queen bee focused almost exclusively on her phone. Seth, a regular Joe with a good sense of humor and unexpected charm. Duncan, a slacker whose lack of ambition is exceeded only by his lack of brain power. Okay, so that's one possibility for Free Play Sunday. And the next possibility is... well, we are in, of course, the end of October, looking for scary stuff, maybe scary stuff with a sense of humor. Close Encounters of the Undead Kind by Jeffrey Haar. So this is a collection of 3 plays, Bad Taste in Boys, Beggar's Night, and The Support Group from Hell. And each one of these sort of takes a look at the... looks at the world of the supernatural, the world of the undead, with an amazing sense of humor. Jeffrey Haar is writes with I just love his sense of humor and writing specifically for teens. It's just not your ordinary collection of plays here, which they can all be performed separately. They are individual, or they can be performed as a complete evening of ghoulish delight. Yes, I said it, ghoulish delight. I know, it's cheesy, it's morning. That's what you're getting from me. So, Bad Taste in Boys. So Rachel has always had a bad taste in boys. Jerry with the forehead tattoo. Nikki with the prison sentence. And Eric with being a zombie. And she knows her parents will never understand or approve of the zombie boyfriend, and that's the way she likes it. But what happens when the parents welcome Eric with open arms? Beggar's Night. Claire thinks Halloween is going to be humdrum as usual until a vampire shows up and asks to be invited in. All of a sudden, Claire is bonding with the undead over Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Twilight. The Support Group from Hell. Wendy walks into a typical teen support group. However, she quickly discovers that the others are anything but typical. Who is Vladimir? And why does he speak with a Transylvanian accent? Why does Lucy only speak one word? Brains. And why does Janet think she's Batman? I don't know. I do. But you will have to read these wonderful plays, and maybe it is the PDF for Free Play Sunday. Or there's one more. It could also be the Dread Pirate Sadie. Or is it the Dread Playwright Sadie? By Stephen Stack. Also another playwright with a great sense of humor. Writing specifically for teens. Writing really unique characters for girls. He works at a theater in their education program where in the summertime there's a lot of girls, and what happens is that he's always writing an original piece they're putting on. And in this one, I think that yeah, there's 10 women, 10 female parts, one guy, one either gender. And I think that he did it with 11 women and one guy. That's what he was writing for. So if you are in that situation where you have a lot of girls, and you know, you want looking for something unique, right? Blacklegs, female, the most second feared pirate in the land. Redbeard, female, a pirate with a fondness for theater and long letters. Monte, female, part of Blackleg's crew, fancies herself more important than she is. Sadie, female, the dread pirate Sadie, most feared pirate in the land, sister of Anne, living a life not her own. Marcus, one guy, brother of Blackleg, self-involved. Anne, female, sister of Sadie, second in command, should be captain, fearful of the spotlight. Finnegan, female, part of Sadie's crew, ship hardy woman, completely untrustworthy. Sal, female, part of Sadie's crew, thinks on a life-affirming level. Daggertooth, female, love these characters, part of Sadie's crew, who thinks on a life-affirming, also thinks on a life-affirming level, possesses a disturbing smile. Steed, female, second in command on Blackleg's crew, loyal and logical. Wally, female, rather dim-witted member of Blackleg's crew, named after mother, whose name was Peggy. One Eye, female, part of Blackleg's crew, has one eye, well, and good with maps. Or used to be. Okay, so, wonderful plays all. One of them is the free play for Free Play Sunday. And the only way that you can get this free play for Free Play Sunday is if you are on our mailing list. How do you get on our mailing list? It's theaterfolk.com/signup. Or there is a wonderful link in the description, and where you can put that into your browser and you can get the sign up box and you can be on our mailing list. And you can learn more about our wonderful play, specifically for schools and student performers. You can learn about more podcasts and more blog posts and more about the world of us. Quite like, oh look, toys, toys. They're my niece's toys, not mine. Although they're terribly fun to play with. It's amazing. It's amazing having small children. I can't wait for Christmas. It'll be a blast. Okay, so short but sweet today, since I wasn't around yesterday, and I won't be around tomorrow. So we're kind of combining this week into today's Facebook Live video. Lindsay Price here, resident playwright for Theater Folk. We've got Free Play Sunday coming up. If you have plays of ours that you are like, oh boy, I would love that to be on the Free Play Sunday list, well, put a shout out in the comments. What is a play of ours that you would love to see on the list? Now, our plays, you can read up to 80% of all of our stuff online before you buy. Right now, you can read a great chunk of the play before you buy it. And that's because we don't want you buying something that you can't use, right? We want you to see the play, like the play, read good enough of it so that you can get an idea of whether or not it's going to work for your students, whether you think the characters are going to be, you have the actors who can fit the characters, whether you can do the staging, although for most Theater Folk plays you can do them with 2 cubes, and if you took away the cubes, life would go on. If you're looking for, if you're looking for a specific theme, you can look at our issue plays and see how they're being addressed. Take that to your administration. We want you to be as useful as possible. That's why we have photocopy licenses. That's why we offer large sample pages. That's why we have PDFs, so that you can get the job done that you need to do as quickly as possible. Okay, so I know all of you are either have started school or you're starting school. I get to go to school today, and I'm working with 3 classes at a school each of which are doing a different brand new play. Want a sneak peek? I'll show you. Close. Creepy sleepy baby. All right, yeah. So I'm working with three classes and just dividing up the classes to give them scenes. This is a one that we started doing a reading of yesterday. This one is called. Here's a quick peek on play number 2, and then play number 1 is way back here. This reading, so they've been doing readings first, which is really good to find, you know, like little things like this. And when I'm reading them, I'm listening to see how the plays sound in the out of students' mouths. I'm looking for things that might have been mentioned elsewhere in the play that I want to come back to. I'm listening to see for rhythms and what the sound is like. Hearing somebody maybe saying something differently and changing it. Seeing somebody read something, hearing somebody read something and going, oh, maybe that's not what I want, right? Thinking of what set might look like, and just in terms of how I'm going to describe it in the stage directions. So this is the kind of things that I'm doing. So all these 3 plays are in the beginning, not the beginning. We're sort of in the middle. They've been we're hearing them out loud and seeing what my parents. I want this character to repeat that a lot. And so this is just the how long it's taking, where I am. So this is just the beginning for me for these plays. Oh, I've really got to go. And you will see them soon in the Theater Folk catalog near you. All right, you have a great day. I'm going to have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.